6'4", number 77, PJ Edgecombe.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Pelicans. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around. And show some improvement. Here we go. The starting lineup for the Pelicans. They've got Towns, Tyrese Maxey out there. With Cam Whitmore. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Clowney in at the power forward position. And for Milwaukee, Foray is out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Newell. And it's Malawach in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. And he's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. And so it's Milwaukee with it. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Malawach. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Back to Maxey. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a nice finish that time by Maxey inside, making full use of his exceptional agility and athleticism.
Here's Edgecombe. He had 25 points last game. Here's Malawach. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow. Now, here's Watson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And if you look at these early years for Tyrese Maxey's career, you can see he has increased the number of threes he's taken year by year.
Edgecombe with it. Whitmore defending. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Newell. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Here's Maxey. That's tipped. They get it back. Oh, and the jam by Towns. Bucks trail by 3. Now Edgecombe. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Edgecombe with it. Whitmore defending. They set the screen to the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Edgecombe. Maxey grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 5. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for New Orleans.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Here's Traore. His last outing, he had 8 points. Takes it inside, and he converts the layup.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Maxey, and a wide open look for Whitmore. It's good from long range. Whitmore's got 7.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Newell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Whitmore. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Down low. Here's Malawach. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Whitmore. He's got 7. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's New Orleans scoring again. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Malawach. We're so happy to celebrate New Year's Day with NBA action. Hoping everyone got enough sleep last night, Greg. I know you did, but Happy New Year nonetheless.
Yeah, and I know you didn't make it to the ball drop either, Kevin, especially since you had to prep for this game. Now, hopefully these players had the same mindset.
Here's Traore following the score by New Orleans. He lobs it up. Pass to Malawach. The Bucks working the ball around. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Let's look now at the numbers for Watson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 2nd in blocks and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Here's Newell. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Magic in Orlando.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. He really did a terrific job. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Back to Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Newell. Here's Traore. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Whitmore. Back to Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Milwaukee making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Pass to Traore. Jackson from long range. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Knocked away. And they're pushing it up the floor. Now Edgecombe. Back to Jackson. Pass to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Edgecombe, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And here's Maxey outside. Rebounded by Jackson.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And now with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. And you look at Newell, one of the game's best, second in the league. And, of course, Kaman Malawash.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Malawash. Tyler Hero comes in for Jackson. And it's Simons in for Edgecombe. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. To the right side. Over to the wing. From deep. Hero, no good. Pelicans leading by 4. Diving in, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Just 5 on the clock. Isaac misses. New Orleans gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. New Orleans moving it around. Man with it. Still scoreless. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. First trip to the line for him here. And that one falls for Man. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside for Batum. There's the drive. Rebound, Milwaukee. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Pass to Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. Isaac. Kept alive.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
No good on the free throw. GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway?
And he can't hit the second. And Greg, it's a period of grieving for Bucks fans, and truly the end of an era with the Giannis trade.
Well, the 2021 title will forever be a part of Milwaukee's legacy. They would have liked to have had a few more, but the fact is, due to injuries and some bad fortune, a reset was required.
Now, here's Simons. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Chicken wing.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Karl Anthony Towns.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hasn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hero, no good. Pelicans leading by 9. Now, man, driving inside. Oh! And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooters.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
So on, no good. And here's Nurkic. There's Hero with the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New Orleans on top. They lead by 3. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And that can be hard to do on the road, but they're making it happen.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Maxey. He's out there with Cam Whitmore. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Clowney in at the 4 spot.
And, you know, more often than not, when you're open, Towns will find you a willing facilitator.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin?
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. The Pelicans have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And one of those high-variance teams, at times the Pelicans seem like a factor, but other times they falter. How do you evaluate them?
Yeah, they certainly have some top-tier talent at the top of the roster, but they've had a very difficult time staying healthy, and ultimately that always interrupts your momentum.
It sure does. Now the Bucks moving it up. Jackson with it. Maxey covering. Pass to Edgecombe. Off target from outside.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Clowney. Maxey looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA. And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Pass to Newell. They get it back. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Towns. Here's Edgecombe. 5 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Misses the 3.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Maxey. And the layup is good. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at Newell. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. Pass to Watson. Outside, Maxey. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Lets it go with a 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, Maxey likes when the pace picks up, and you saw it right there. No hesitation on that catch and shoot.
Outside Jackson. To the paint. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Here's Clowney. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And that one's good, Whitmore.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Jackson has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Jackson's got 11 points.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Pass to Towns. And that's a foul. It's called on Malawach. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Whitmore with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland.
And also, he was very disruptive defensively. 4 steals on the night.
Here's Edgecombe. Whitmore defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Traoré. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. To the inside. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting with the post play that he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Inside. And that one's good. Malawaj has got 10.
And who doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team? Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense. Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
They set the pick. Lets it go from 14.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Clowney. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Towns. Maxey's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans. Here's Edgecombe. Whitmore defending. Outside Jackson. Beyond the arc. Edgecombe, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Clowney. Outside, Maxey. Shoots over Traore. Off target. That was a little heat check. To the inside. Newell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Back to Maxey. Three-pointer. On the wing, Whitmore. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. P.J. Edgecombe picks one up.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. It's a different type of matchup.
And the first one drops. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and base type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Oh, that's terrific. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Howard against Hero. And sent back by Howard. And they get it back.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Whitmore. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Now, finding a teammate when you're in mid-shot like that is really difficult, but he made it look easy.
Isaac a screen. Bounce pass, Simon. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Whitmore with it. Working on Nurkic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
To the paint. Here's Salon. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Isaac with a screen for Edgecombe. That's a very good look and converts. Edgecombe's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Whitmore. Blocked.
Already, as a rookie, Edgecombe has a reputation as a great defender.
.29 seconds left here in the second. The tray. It's rebounded by Sarong.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Whitmore. It doesn't go for him. And so it's New Orleans sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Now let's check in with Allie LaFour. All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Rebounding, clearly an emphasis of theirs coming in. Everyone's bringing the energy and putting in that work.
Okay, fellas, now we'll look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest. And that about wraps it up. And it.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. And you know, Cam Whitmore has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Newell out there with Jackson. Then there's Edgecombe. Then there's Traore. And it's Malawach in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Traore. Pass to Newell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Milwaukee, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion. You had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Pass to Malawach. Here's Traore. Puts up a 3. To the left wing. Now Edgecombe. Connects from three-point range. Edgecombe's got 10 points in the game.
Now look out, Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You'll love to see it.
Pass to Newell. To the wing on the left. Here's Traore. He's got 6, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll take on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Tuesday, They'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here's Malawach. 10 points for him. Out to the right wing. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And the three ball is good.
Locked and loaded. Edgecombe firing at will.
Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closely. Bucks trail by 11. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Milwaukee, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Towns sets the pick for Maxey. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Here's Traoré. He's got 6, 14 feet away. Milwaukee, no good that time either. New Orleans leading by 9. Watson for 3. Malawach grabs the miss. Malawach has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The 3. And it's Whitmore missing.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Traoré. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Milwaukee making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Bucks. They've managed to crawl down to the 9th best record in the conference.
And I think for Milwaukee, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
Yeah, this is a team that has some talent, but they're still searching for that consistency night in and night out.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA. Here are the top rookie intimidators. You look at Malawach, fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, Asa Newell.
And among first-year players, these two are as intimidating a pair of shot blockers as you're going to see.
Here's Traoré. He's got 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up. Outside, Towns. Rebounded by the Bucks. Down low. Deflects the pass. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 21. And it's good for 2. Maxi's got 4 points now in the quarter. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, it can be intimidating when you can't find any daylight, and that's been the case here. Disruptive defensively, blocking shots, altering shots, a real factor.
Pass to Milwaukee. Here is Sensible. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. There's the screen. Watson surveying the D. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Sensible.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Tyrese Maxey. Putting up about 22 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
The first free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Isaac's checked in for Milwaukee. Euro comes in for Jackson. And it's Simons in for Traore. Both good from the line that time. Pelicans leading by 6. Now, man. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Man's got 6.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Hero. This one for 3. Newell can't get it to go. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Pelicans. At one point, they led by 16.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Outside, Simon. Hero sets the pick for Simon. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
With the drive, it's hauled in by Sensible. Bucks trail by 7. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Batum grabs the miss. Yang passes to Man. It's the teardrop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Two shots. Last on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Milwaukee. No good on the second free throw. Bucks trail by 8. Hero scanning the floor. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, I love that right there. Tyler Hero giving a little attitude.
Here's Man, covered by Simons. Pass to Howard. 5 on the clock. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Count that one. Isaac's got 7 points in the game.
And at 6'11", Isaac's able to take a hit and still get the deuce.
Pick off in midair. And finished off by Nurkic.
The adjustments they've made offensively They're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Man passes to Howard. Back to Man. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 10 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
No, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Fires the three. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
To the paint. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right.